PaperOffice supports the use of MySQL 5.6 or MariaDB 10 servers. These database servers can either be installed on a separate Windows or Linux server, on NAS drives that support this database server, or used on cloud-based systems, such as Amazon Web Services. MySQL 5.6 or MariaDB 10 can be downloaded for free on the internet. How to set up the database server and configuration files will be explained afterward in a separate video. Since MySQL 5.6 and MariaDB 10 require extensive knowledge, we also recommend the consultation of your IT partner or the PaperOffice support team. In order to establish a connection between PaperOffice and your database server, you need the correct access data, such as IP address, port, username, and password. In order to validate a stable database, we recommend checking it by Heidi SQL. This will allow you to verify that the settings on the database server are correct, as they will be reflected in Heidi. Heidi SQL is a free client for the SQL database management system and can be downloaded for free at heidisql.com. After installing Heidi SQL, you will be prompted to enter the user data you used to create the database on your external device in the logon form. Please enter these and click on Open. Please check beforehand that the variables are globally set correctly and not just for the current session. Go to Variables and scroll down to SQL mode and check that correct information appears. Here the value strict table mode must not appear. If so, then check Max Allowed Packet and make sure it is set to more than 1 GB. Once the settings of your external database server have been verified, you can start creating and integrating the database. To do this, start PaperOffice. Click on Options in the Login window and select Continue and Manage Database Connection. Disconnect from the currently connected database if you are connected to a database at this time. If you are not yet connected to any database, skip this point. After the connection is disconnected, you will be redirected to the Login window. Click Continue and select Start Database Manager. In the next step, select Create New PaperOffice Database and click on the corresponding icon. Then select On My Own MySQL 5.6 or MariaDB 10 server. At the bottom, enter the IP address or AWS endpoint name and port. Then enter the database username and password and click on Check Information, Save and Continue. If all the details have been entered correctly, the connection will be made and a database will be created in the next step. You can check this by opening your newly installed Heidi SQL client and checking if new database fields have been added. Subsequently, the two access keys, so-called master keys, are generated, which you should save separately for security reasons. After both keys have been saved, click on Everything Ready. Now we can proceed. A new database has been created and your PaperOffice account automatically connected to it. Click Continue in the Login window. You will be logged into PaperOffice. For a final connectivity test and validation of the correct database connection, add a document and make sure the entry also appears in the database. Drag and drop the document into the PaperOffice window and save it in any folder. Now open Heidi SQL again and go to Documents and click on the tab Data. As you can see, the just added document appears in the form of an entry and the corresponding document name. This concludes your database creation on an external database server and its integration into PaperOffice. If you want to find out what features PaperOffice additionally has, visit our other videos.